Sports with a high school soccer matchup at Massaponax High School as the Panthers play host to the Chancellor Chargers. Second time these two teams meet in this Battlefield District encounter, and there's a lot at stake. Hello, everyone. I'm Mike Neville along with Matt Galligan and Mr. Mark Bushman, the host of This Week in Soccer. The Chancellor Chargers already have won once this season against Massaponax. They're looking to make it a clean sweep, and to do that, they're going to have to obviously outsource back. Mike Hamback did not play in the first meeting against these two.
Yeah, and you know, Mike Ham is a big guy. He's about 6'1", looks like he's about 200 pounds. The guy is fit. He runs like a deer on crack. He can flat motor. And the thing is that what you really have to watch with a defender like Mike is making the runs out of the backfield, set plays in the attack in third. This is a guy who's going to beat you in the air. Very reminiscent of a guy who played for Massaponax last year, Calvin Jones.
Exactly. We got some raindrops. Does that favor either team? Does it slow the pace down? Does it give anybody an advantage?
No, these guys are going to go all out all night long. Both of them like to run and gun. Massaponax probably likes to possess a bit more, but you know, you're not going to hear that from me. That's a Bushman thing.
Exactly. Now, the Chancellor Chargers, of course, if they win tonight, they wrap up, of course, the regular season title in the Battlefield District. But more importantly, in the regional tournament, the upcoming regional tournament, they would be the #1 seed. That's a huge advantage for that team that can grab that #1 slot.
It is. It's a mental advantage, first of all. Second, you have to take into account the travel. You know, you may not think it, but when you're riding 2.5 hours on a bus cramped up, this is, you know, generally a waist down game.
Right.
And when you're cramped up on a bus, let me tell you what, it does take you a while to get back into your groove physically. So I think it really is going to favor the home team when they get to regionals.
Right. And of course, one guy that's going to be marked very closely tonight is one Mike Huffman, who has been lighting up in the goal scoring column.
Mike, you can mark him all you want. The guy's a pure scorer. You get him in the box with the ball on his foot, whether he's facing the net or not, he's a danger. Nobody turns in this district, and I'll even say in the Commonwealth District, as fast as Huffman, and he's got a nice right-footed shot, but it's the left foot you really got to watch out for.
The Massaponax Panthers, as I mentioned, fell earlier this season to the Chancellor Chargers. And Mark, that's a game that they thought they should have won.
That's a game they really did think they should have won. All the players said that, and the coaching staff said that.
And the parents.
Well. They said they won in every category except for the score, which was 2-1 for Chancellor. 2 late goals for Chancellor coming in. Massaponax had that game wrapped up. They had a couple of unfortunate calls and some missed opportunities, so they're looking for revenge tonight.
What's going to be the key for Massaponax to pull this thing out tonight?
I think it all rests on Ian Kayla, to be totally honest with you. He's been the leader, the workhorse for this team. A lot of people, including myself, did not think Massaponax was going to be as good this year because they had such a heavy graduation last year, but they're much better than any of us anticipated. Ian Kayla is the primary reason for that.
Right. We're going to take a break, and as we go to break, we'll show you the starting lineups. We'll come back with the opening kickoff of tonight's game here at Massaponax. The Panthers hosting Chancellor. Stay with us. Shoot, I need the roster. I need your program. And welcome back. Adelphia Channel 3's coverage of high school soccer from the Battlefield District. There you can see the starting lineup for the Panthers. And of course the Chargers also are ready to go in this Battlefield District encounter, and right away.
If you take a look, first thing, Massaponax controlling the ball back to Shaw. They'll play a lot through the midfield, Mike. Here's Pickering.
He's bumped off the ball.
That's Brian Hinkle there. Picked up the foul early. See the restart here. 13 is Kayla. Watch him go wide on this. And Harrington on the ball very well. See them clear out of the back. Harrington playing the ball out very well. Really nice drop. Back to Shaw. And that'll be a Chancellor throw on the side. Working through some technical difficulties for you, folks. Yes, we are aware. See a deep throw into the box. Favorite attacking point of these Chargers. And there you see the deep throw. Looking for Ham in the middle, didn't find it, found Ben Cox on Massaponax instead. And there's Matt Gillespie for Massaponax making the save. The quick play out of the box, onto the ground, and just took a bad hop. So early on, nothing. Kayla on the throw-in to Pickering. Back to Kayla, and Mark, you know, he's a danger here. Don't exactly know what the call was there.
I think he handled the ball. That's the impression I got from the referee signal.
Had to have been very slight.
I think so too.
And tonight, you know, we talked in the pregame, Mark, a little bit about the weather, and I'm just really not sure how this is going to play out. If the rain picks up, I think it will become a factor. You know, the ball gets slick. It mainly affects settling the ball, anticipation, especially for the keepers. Balls that will normally bounce in front of you will skid and slide and really not come up.
I think, if anything, to be honest with you, if the rain picks up, I think this fast game will become even faster because the field will be slicker, the ball will be moving a lot quicker, so people are going to have to run and not lose shape and really do well on counterattacks and building from the back. I think it'll be a faster game.
There you see the long play to Pickering there and just losing it. You see that...
Thank you, Mr. Bushman.
Kayla trying to play that one through, just trying to squeak that little through ball.
And again, Kayla trying to send it in front, or send it to the left side.
Stackelberg, the youngster there, getting played off very well.
Boy, there's some hand-to-hand combat there.
Oh, we gotta love it. And see, that right there is the matchup. Ham on Kayla, and I think you're going to see a lot of that tonight. And the reason why is we talked about Mike Ham being a strong physical player,
right,
having great foot speed to counter the guy that we like to call the pit bull, which is Ian Kayla.
Here's Chancellor trying to counter here on the attack. They drop it back, all the way back to midfield, but that doesn't bother Chancellor.
No, that's Hinkle, and that's what he likes. He'll run that little blue pass down there into the attacking third, Mike, and let them run on.
Gillespie probably could have let that one go out, but decided to play it and then punts it away.
And that's why you don't get that kind of distance on a goal kick.
Whistle and a foul against Massaponax.
Yeah, they're going to call him for push a little bit.
Phil Armold, number 7.
Sounds like you've been running.
A little bit. Out of shape.
No, please.
Here's Hinkle teeing it up for the Chargers. No score, first half. Here's that little chip into the box. Had it out of danger, though. Hinkle left foots it in. And Chancellor trying to, Ooh.
Not a bad thought there.
Yeah, Ham trying to slide it through.
Well, looking for Huffman on the right wing.
And here's Hinkle, knocks it down, sends it in. Now that, with the field conditions are and the moisture.
Yeah, Mark Bushman and I just talked about that and how that ball hits on wet grass. It does not bounce back up. You saw an example there.
Pickering flicked it on there, but possession now to Massaponax. And Chancellor is there.
Now let's mention number 2 for Massaponax. We don't really talk a lot about him, but he's a mainstay of this Panther squad, and that's Justin Peabody. He's a guy that has great experience and skill.
There's danger. There's a shot.
He is danger, isn't he?
And Harrington will let that one go over the end line for the goal kick. So here's Harrington with the goal kick. Here's a good look at Harrington as he gets ready to boot it out. That was no score here in the first half of play. 2 heavyweights in the Battlefield District and another whistle.
You know, and Mark Bushman and I were down talking to coaches even before we did pregame, Mike, and we were laughing, saying we wish we'd had a field mic down there. Just listening to the banter go on between these two teams, good-natured though it may have been, this day has changed greatly as soon as they blew that whistle and commenced play. These guys, this is serious time for them.
Booted ahead, and it's finally going to roll to Gillespie and goal. So Gillespie will maintain possession for the Panthers.
And like a lot of Battlefield teams and Commonwealth teams, these players know each other well.
Nice Nice punt to midfield. Battle for the loose ball, and it is picked up by Chancellor, number 4 there, Bill Booth, the senior.
And that's Harry.
Good pressure, but he will get the throw in.
Yeah, and you know, this is not a slight to Zach Shaw, the sweeper from Massaponax, Mike, but you know, in my humble estimation, and I think it's shared by a few people, that Brian Harry is probably the best sweeper in this area in either district.
Here's a nice run and a shot. Harrington slipped and fell, and for his good fortune, the shot was wide.
A lot of people will sit and say, well, why are you shooting from 28 yards? That's why you do it.
Yep.
They don't expect it. You got guys here that can lace it from 30. So every once in a while, you got to have one, you know?
So here's Harrington for the goal kick. Again, we are still scoreless. We played about 7 minutes or so in. And the kick near midfield. Here comes Massaponax.
Now, who would have ever thought that that Peabody would beat Ham in the air there?
Throw in for the Panthers, and Troy Simpson giving it up. And that ball is kicked out of play, so another throw in. I believe it's number 22, Bob Quisenberry. That's now to Stackelberg with the throw in. Good coverage that time from Chancellor. They had that throw in double teamed.
Well, here, that's open right there.
There's a shot, high and wide.
Peabody couldn't get that to drop. Little knuckler just sailed over the crossbar.
So we stay scoreless.
The football team could have used him.
Yes, exactly.
Speaking of which, you know, that really is right around the corner.
What, a couple of months?
Yeah.
2 or 3 months?
2 or 3 months? Lord.
So here's Harrington with the goal kick. Again, he takes it out to near midfield. Ham battling Peabody. And there's a push off, and they're going to whistle number 14, Ben Cox.
Yeah, Ben.
A little too aggressive.
Shoulder to shoulder, and then it became a bus accident.
There's the quickly played ball. And
that's Dane Lewis.
Yep.
And you know, Dane knows Mike Huffman very well. They've had their battles at different levels of play, and he knew Huffman was coming. It was a smart job, just playing that ball out, resetting the defense here.
You know, we had Spotsylvania and Massaponax earlier this season, and we talked about how much the opportunity to go to the state championship game last year helped these guys that are back as seniors, the Ian Kalas, the St. Dane Lewises. It's just remarkable, their confidence level. Here's an opportunity, and in!
And it's going to be offsides. You see the flag.
So the goal apparently is disallowed.
Oh, and that's Sean Hinkle, 16, who redirected that.
Now, that's not going to make Mike Webb happy, I can tell you that.
I think he's the one that poked that header in, and he's arguing his case to no avail.
Here it is
See if
again.
you can get it from his brother. There's the ball.
That's a close one.
Wow.
I thought he was marked. I thought he was marked pretty well.
Yeah.
But play resumes with Chancellor trying to get on the attack again.
And there's Hinkle. And he got the call.
Hinkle and Simpson come together, and here's Brian Hinkle quickly putting it into the box. There's a header and out of play.
Quick reset.
Yep.
Very quick.
And of course, the Old Country Buffet B has buzzed its way into the stadium.
You notice bees don't like rain. The bee is under
yes, the
under
is
the
under
umbrella.
And of course, we will be presenting our Old Country Buffet player of the game. They get a pair of meal certificates to the always delicious Old Country Buffet, located on Route 3 West, right across from BJ's. And a whistle.
The best selection of food in town.
Yes, Massaponax again with a quick restart as well. Down the left side, see how that ball skids? Good pressure that time, though, by Stackelberg.
Stackelberg, only a sophomore. There's the hand.
Yep.
That was inadvertent, clearly, but they're going to call it.
Mike Ham with the hand. Trying to say that 5 times. There's the OCB.
Could you accuse him of being ham-handed?
Good.
Mike, you know I love you. Got to bust your chops sometimes, babe.
There is the opportunity for Massaponax.
And he's going to try and put this one in. You see it. Not really making a play for a service there, but
Ian
for
must
shot.
have seen me play golf, because that's what my shots do.
I don't think you hit yours that straight, though.
You've never played with me, so you don't know.
Well, you know, because you never asked. Have you? No, you haven't. Don't even look at me that way. Now, Bushman would have taken
I've asked you several times.
Oh, lie on the air. I don't. Hey, folks, if you hear a big crack and then silence, it's Neville getting hit by lightning.
Here's the goal kick again to midfield. And that ball is just gently tapped ahead. Ooh, almost.
I just maintained that Mark Bushman would have taken me golfing.
Almost bounced over Brian Harry's head.
It's more gentlemanly than thee.
So Massaponax with the throw in. And I believe that's Andrew Shin that is making his way into the game. And if it is, it's the first time in 4 games that Shin has been, will play because of a sprained MCL.
Yeah, and that's a tough injury to come back on a soccer field, especially a wet one. But you saw a very smart play there by Dane Lewis. Didn't make a play on the ball, but actually shielded enough.
Ooh.
Huffman, and there's the foot race.
And in, and a shot. Gillespie with the save. Open goal, but it's going to be controlled by Massaponax. And unable to keep it in play was Simpson.
Lewis gives him just enough of a bump to disrupt him, but still, you know, Huffman shooting, right foot, left foot, doesn't matter. The guy's deadly there.
So it'll be a throw in for the Chargers.
It's Phil Arnold on the throw.
And the ball's headed, still up in the air. Here's Ham. Nice job. There's a shot. It came through, and Gillespie, I believe, is going to get a goal kick out of it because I don't believe it.
Yeah, you're right. Didn't touch a defender.
Goalkeepers really having trouble with their footing, and that may determine the outcome of tonight's contest.
I talked to Todd Pickering just before the game while they were doing some warm-ups, and I said, what do you think of the field? And he says, you know, it looks dry. He said, but down in the box on both sides, he said, it's wet. I'm having some footing problems.
Well, Chris Farrell was talking to Pat Wilbarger, the athletic director, and also talking about the field, and said it's very wet. And they said, well, there's been no rain. He said it just does not drain well. So
and that's
he was
odd.
real concerned that they would not play this game tonight. Thankfully, they have. There's a Miss Shin and Kayla unable to hook up with one another.
Well, you know, in this area of the county,
Kayla gets a push from Hinkle, and
there's
a
lot
nice play.
Of clay, and it doesn't drain well.
Jeremy Gaston, number 3, was able to control for Chancellor momentarily. Now the throw in for Cox of Massaponax.
Oh, to have grass like they do down in the beach area.
And that ball's kicked, and it will
be played.
Nope, it will be played. I thought it was going to scoot out of bounds.
That's Pickering with time.
Todd settles, trying to make a move.
Nice ball played in.
Ooh, Kayla just couldn't hang on to it or control it, and Ham was able to get it over to Booth, and Booth cleared it. Now Massaponax.
Well, and that's a little miscommunication, Mike. You've got Ben Cox there who looked right up at Peabody, hoping Peabody was going to flag with it. Didn't make the run, but he sent the ball anyway.
So another goal kick for the Chargers.
See, Mr. Harrington?
Yep.
Developed into quite the goalkeeper. Hats off.
They had a tremendous battle last year in that Battlefield District Tournament final.
And let's mention
him and Smith, right? Mark Smith.
He and Mark Smith, who's down at Methodist.
Yep.
You got to mention Johnny Harrington. He's an excellent keeper, but he's got great ball skills.
Yes.
And I think people really underestimate his skill with the ball on his feet.
Number 8 there, Brian Harry playing it ahead.
Nice touch. Just couldn't get rolling there on the touchline.
So it'll be a throw in for the Panthers. And what has turned out to be a hot, muggy night.
Didn't start out that way, did it?
No, it did not.
Huffman.
Huffman will play it back
to Hinkle the younger.
Here's Sean Hinkle looking. Plays that ball ahead to some open space and whistle. Nope, it's going to be Gillespie who's going to control that.
He's going to have a little fraternal conversation there and say, brother of mine, where were you?
There's a look at Gillespie.
Gillespie's got the greatest hair.
He's a junior.
He's the Carlos Valderrama of the battlefield.
He's got the do.
He's got great hair, and it's
Here's
all
Kayla,
natural.
gently playing it over, and that was a missed kick there from number 7, Troy Simpson, the senior midfielder. We are still scoreless here at Massaponax High School in this regular season finale. Now, Massaponax wins, sends a special playoff game, a Chancellor win, and we head to the Battlefield District Tournament next week.
Even a tie.
That's right. Yeah, Massaponax must win. See them settling. That's Brian Hinkle there, number 2. Sean's brother Sean there, number 16, there moments ago. Here's the ball played. And nice job coming back, Simpson, and he plays it to Pickering. And then it was flicked ahead for Shin. Shin does look a little tentative with that knee. Uh-oh.
I don't know about that.
I thought it was a clean tackle myself.
Yeah.
But, you know, the officials are trying to control the, you know, this is an emotional game. They're trying to control the physical play early.
Right there. You know, credit to them. That's what they're there for.
Here's Sean Hinkle looking to make some moves. Goes wide with it. And that ball is whacked off that's number 20, Peter Strand. There's Strand there. And headed away, out of danger.
And that's what Shin does.
Yes, that was nice. Look at that. Look, flicks it. And then he has to, the younger Hinkle is.
Yeah, and that's the correct call.
I think it is.
We had a great vantage point here, and you saw Sean really play him like that.
Right.
Get tangled up and grab him, and then Shin falling on top of him.
Here it is again. See the hand of Hinkle? See
the pull.
Yep. Here's
Good
Zach
job
Shaw.
there in the truck.
Shaw trying to play it ahead. Again, good physical play here. Ryan Hinkle wants a foul, and he was rewarded with it. And the quick restart. Ball is settled by number 7, Armold. Here's the ball to Sean Hinkle. He avoids a couple of defenders looking to crank up the right. No, he decides to flick it back.
I thought he was going to crank it too.
I did too. Here's Pete. Look at Peabody. Put it right down to the feet. Beautiful play.
Well-schooled player.
Here's Shin. He will battle with number 3, Jeremy Gaston.
Get Gaston with the quickness
here.
here.
Nice job by Ben Cox to step in and say, I'll take that, thank you. Here's Shin. Oh, beautiful move around Gaston.
He's
still going.
How's that for an MCL?
Here's Shin to the middle of the field and a whistle.
Oh, I don't know what the call is. You got a kid with the ball on his feet. He's got an advantage going to goal. Let the thing roll.
Massaponax now with an opportunity. There's a look at Andrew Shin, number 21.
I think he's saying, you know, I'd like to have had one right there. Because this guy, let me tell you what.
We've seen it in Spotsylvania. You remember about 18 yards out, and then he just waltzed right in and let that thing parted like the Red Sea, and he drilled it. Speaking of drilling, there's a shot. Here's Shin. He'll take a low one, and that deflects off some bodies, and it's a corner.
Looks like he took a little bit off, didn't have the follow through. And like you said, it's, I think, a lack of confidence right now.
Bending down and adjusting that brace.
He feels the brace. You know, Mike, you've had your injuries. It's in the back of your mind.
Exactly. And that corner is wasted.
Yeah, get the throw.
And we'll have some substitutions from the Massaponax side. We are still scoreless. And about a little over 20 minutes unofficially. Of course, the official time is kept on the field. Chancellor pulled out a 2-1 win over Massaponax earlier this season at Chancellor High School.
Came from behind to do so.
Yeah. So here's the throw in. And it's cleared out right away.
It's really a matter of being first to the ball tonight, isn't it?
Yep.
There's Harry, who, if he gets uncorked, this guy can fly too.
He puts it ahead for Huffman. Huffman trying to keep it in play and
does not.
Just unable to keep it going.
He is this year's premier scorer in the area. He's devastating in the box.
Yep. We have seen some talented individuals in soccer over the last few years, Huffman being one of them. Fernando Ramos comes to mind.
Oh, this kid, is he magic?
And he's only a junior.
Good golly, he should be illegal. You know?
Here's Cox with a quick throw in. And a whistle.
Yeah. Oh, number 3 for Chancellor there, just hanging on to Shin for dear life.
And it's Gaston, Jeremy Gaston. He's gotten to know Shin pretty well tonight.
Yeah, I don't think he really wants to know him all that well. Nothing against Andrew.
Here's the ball.
He's just a handful.
Ooh, and Hinkle was up and headed that one away. Nice fake there from number 10, Randall Pierce. Said, you think I'm playing that? You're crazy. I'm going to get the throw in.
I got to tell you, Randall Pierce, not a real big guy, but one of my favorite players, Mike. Watch. He goes 100 miles an hour, 24/7.
Oh.
Look at that touch.
How did he get the leg up that high?
I don't know. I haven't done that
traction for a month.
Since I fell down the steps. It was the last time I had my feet over my head.
Oh, boy. There's Huffman. Looks like Massaponax now kind of controlling play a little bit. I thought Chancellor had the advantage early, Matt, but now it looks like, just as I say that, Chancellor starts to come back a little bit. It really hasn't been that big of an advantage for either team, but I just think Massaponax kind of getting their feet under them now.
Yeah, and you know, it's like we said, this year, Mike, only the top 4 teams in each district are going to the tournament. And as it sits right now, you're looking at the top 2.
Well,
here we go.
Shin moving in, and he crossed it. I think it was Cox that was sitting there.
See,
Andrew
Andrew
might have been better to let that one rip.
When you have a guy who's got devastating
He'll
power.
get it right back and blocked, though, by Harry.
That's a misplay by Hinkle. Cost him their possession.
Yeah, number 20.
They made it up, though.
Stackelberg. There's the footing problem again.
Yep.
That ball lofted into the goal box area.
And you got a guy that's as devastating power-wise as Shin.
Yeah.
You know that from 15 feet he's going to uncork one at you,
Right.
and he puts that sweet little touch over there. Great pass.
Trying to hook up with Ham, and they couldn't. Ball flicked down by Stackelberg to Shin. Look at the way Stackelberg has fit into this Massaponax team this year.
Well, he's almost looks like a Phil Mancini clone, doesn't he?
And Phil's one of the assistant coaches for Massaponax. Although Stackelberg has slowed down in the scoring column since the beginning of the year, but still he's been a valuable member.
Well, he put the bullseye in his own back and said, you know, I am a scorer. You must account for me.
You must see where I'm at, because I can put the ball in the back of the net.
Yes, he certainly can. He knows the address.
Yes, he does. It isn't a return to sender either. It's so there's Chancellor with a throw in, right down the line, and a whistle.
You're going to get that. We're talking about the district tournament, though, here for the Battlefield. It's going to be Chancellor. It's going to be Massaponax. Cortland tonight has a senior night, and they are hosting Caroline. So I don't think that's going to be real close. Those are your top 3 teams, cemented. And then I think that JM has to win.
And I think they play Spotsy tonight.
Yes, or it's going to be King George.
There's a dangerous play. Gillespie kind of toyed with Huffman there. Says, here's the ball. No, not anymore. Of course, he didn't do that on purpose.
Sure he did.
And, you know, speaking of James Monroe, they might have the best goaltender in the league, and Mr. Kurt Glazer's son.
Well, Matt Glazer, big guy, good speed, good quickness. We shouldn't just say speed.
Yeah, here's Cox playing it ahead.
And he's got great anticipation, his reach. And you see a guy that's like 6'4" like that, Mike, and I swear he's grown since the beginning of the year. You normally say, you know, you can go hard and low on him, but this guy gets down so quick that maybe that's not the way to go.
Well, he's a coach's son, so you would figure he would.
Oh, sure.
Looking for the handball. Did they get the call? Yes, they did.
They did. And Randall knew.
Scoreless first half here at Massaponax, and Brian Hinkle's going to let somebody else take that free kick. We don't know who yet. There he is. It's going to be Harry. Brian Harry, number 8. Really one of the underrated players, I think, on the Chancellor team is Harry.
Yeah, but he's the glue that holds it all together.
Look at this possession up ahead to Kayla. Here goes Ian Kayla against Mike Ham. What a great battle that is.
In his pocket.
And then Kayla just gently plays it back.
Well, you know, Ham had his hands full last year with Kelvin Jones.
Yeah.
And you don't give an assignment of a Jones or a Kayla, because in my estimation, Kayla's probably player of the year in the district.
Right.
Has meant more to his team than anybody else and has done more to keep them where they're at.
Well, of course, some Chancellor fans are going to say, you're crazy, because Brian Hinkle should be the...
Oh, absolutely. You know, I'm not saying he's a
I'm playing devil's
better
advocate.
player, okay? But I will tell you, for his team, he may be a more valuable player to him.
Right.
It's just, you know, it's really weird how those components, these kids fit in and how it works, the whole dynamic of making a team.
Here's
and that's what makes it fun.
Huffman flicked it.
Ouch.
Yeah, I was going to say. Ball in the air. Now Kayla will settle. Ham comes through.
Right to feet.
I'll tell you, for a big guy, look at the touch pass there to Sean Hinkle. Sean Hinkle on a run.
This kid is going to be
beautiful
magic
ball right back to Ham. He's got a chance. He uncorks one up stairs in the upper deck.
Mark my words. Number 16 for Chancellor, Sean Hinkle. We talk about Brian Hinkle. Brian is a magnificent player in his own right. He's an ODP player from way back. The guy is Gatorade Player of the Year for the state. You know, you can't say enough about his game. But I'm going to tell you, he's got a kid living in the same house that is creeping up his shorts.
Yes.
Let me tell you what, this kid is filled with talent.
There's Gillespie with the goal kick. near midfield. And that's a missed kick there. And the Chancellor throw in. Here come the Chargers.
Oh,
And again, the possession, the composure in the back. Here's Peabody. Oh, Pickering, nice job of flicking it ahead for Stackelberg, but he kind of stopped running.
he may say thank you to that comment. I don't know that he really touched the ball. It looked like it skidded by him.
As the ball played into some open space. And it'll be Harry.
Look at him.
And him and Cox have a pretty good collision.
And there's the foul. He said, hey, Benny. He said, we used to do this in practice all the time at the Hotspur level.
So here's Kayla teeing it up. Kayla playing it.
I don't know that they're going to be able to play
Peabody to Cox.
Randall Pierce over the top like that.
Here's Ham.
Play the way you face. There you go.
And Pierce and Gaston come together.
It's all about making an easy pass, isn't
Yeah.
it?
Chris Farrell, nice trap over there on the side.
Boy, bad ball.
Yeah.
Uncharacteristic coming from Peabody.
You think these two teams are a little nervous? They want to, or is it just,
I don't think they've found
just a
their
matter,
stride
is
yet.
it just a matter because they know each other so well that it's hard to find a clear opening?
That's exactly what it is.
And the ball fired right back towards the Massaponax goal. Zach Shaw heads it down. Here's Kayla's got some room, but he likes to just push it ahead and push it out of play.
Massaponax is playing a little bit longer ball than what I had really anticipated from
Right.
today's game. I don't know that the weather has anything to do with it, or maybe it's just a slight bit of impatience.
Near turnover there, but Chancellor's able to clear it. Nice flick, but then here's Zach Shaw. Gets it right down to feet and quickly one touches it out to midfield.
Shaw very steady back there.
There's Peabody. He came together with Hinkle.
There's the flick.
And Hinkle flicks it with his head. Ball controlled and
That's a smart play right there.
right back to Zach Shaw. Now Shaw will regroup and then he'll play the long ball.
See how it just hits and skids?
Yep. Here's to Stackelberg. And it'll be a throw-in. Crowd wanted a handball. Did they get the call? Nope. It's going to be a throw-in for the Chargers. Sean Hinkle. He goes right down to, I believe that was number
10.
10.
Here's
Caleb
Huffman.
Reed.
Open space, Mike.
Here's Huffman. Zach Shaw with the tackle. Look how he got 4 players around him, did Huffman.
And they said, you know, heck with goofing around with the ball. We're going to get that to the sideline.
No call there as 2 players come together. Here's Pickering. Nice ball to Pierce.
Beautiful touch there.
Pierce trying to hook up with the Stackelberg. He's pressuring. And the Stackelberg stuck a foot in there, but it goes back to Harrington. That's good pressure on the goalkeeper.
Oh, yeah.
Here's Kayla. And
There's the pull. You'll get that call every time. He said,
he's going to
know
also
you
get
too
the
well.
card.
Oh, sure. That's not a bad call. Not a bad
Right.
call.
So Ian's going to have to take a seat.
And, you know, you see Chris Farrell, if you can pan right on that camera a bit, he's asking him why. You know, there's been a little clutching and grabbing, but not to that extent.
Right, exactly. And it's one of those fouls where you really didn't have to commit it.
Well, I don't know. You know, when you look at a player like Brian Hinkle, you say, you know, he passes so well, he
Yeah.
controls the game. But you know what? He's got a great burst of speed, too. And as fast as Kayla is, if Hinkle gets a step on him, he
Right.
creates a real neat chance there at midfield. So,
Yeah.
that little pull,
The ball is kicked out of play.
I'd have pulled him. I'll be honest. I'd have pulled.
So here's the throw in for Massaponax.
Speaking of clutching and grabbing, how'd your game go last night, Mr. Roller Hockey?
Well,
I noticed no casts, no...
no, I wanted to play a trick on you because I saw you last night. I wanted to have some crutches here and tell you I got banged up. But no, we survived and didn't win. But it's not about winning in our league. It's about having fun. When you get to be my age, it's all about having fun.
Winning is being able to walk back to the car when you're done.
That's right.
You did win.
Winning is putting on those skates and being able to rollerblade.
There's Cox.
Cox playing it ahead.
Too much pace there.
Harrington way out of the goal box. Nice job of playing it ahead. Here's Hinkle.
1v2, and he wins that.
Hinkle against Cox, and he still maintains possession.
Oh, bad bounce there.
For Ham. Looks like, is that number 8 that's in there again? That's
Yes, sir.
Alex Peabody, sophomore.
Ham just ran him over.
Yep.
That's an obvious foul there. Quick restart. How
Yeah.
smart.
Ooh, and the referee didn't give it to him.
Maybe the ball didn't come to a complete stop. Right. Sort of like the right on red rule.
That's right.
After a complete stop.
That's right. Is that what that means?
Yes. Mr. I rolled through the pits.
Here's a shot. Harrington stretching out and making the save there.
I would
Saying
say
there was nothing to it.
No, I would say he was the good hands people back there, but
Yep.
my wife will give me some grief for that. Maybe I should just say he's a good neighbor.
Ooh, there's some contact there.
No call, huh?
Here's Hinkle. Over to Ham. Plays it right back to Hinkle.
Pierce.
Nice job by Randall Pierce to get his foot on it and put it out of play. For the Chancellor throw in. Under 10 minutes to go. We're down to about under 8 minutes to go actually. 7:40 unofficially.
Seen Dane Lewis right in the feet of Mike Huffman, making it very difficult to receive the pass.
And we have a
Substitution. That's 8 going out.
It's Alex Peabody going out. And here's Chancellor in possession. Hinkle
That's the field
Brian
general
Hinkle.
right there.
trying to hook up with Ham. And now Ham. A nice job by Stackelberg. Ran right through it.
He said, I may have lost it, but I'm getting it back too, young man.
And he did. Went right through 2 players.
I think he cited senior privilege on the sophomore.
Oh, Hinkle with a nice tackle.
tackle.
That ball was blocked. Here's Ham. But here's Stackelberg. He just flicks it ahead for Pickering. Boy, nice play by Gaston. Jeremy Gaston getting his foot in the way on a couple of attempts to send a through ball.
You know, apologies to Bob Knight, but Brian Hinkle really is the field general out here, is he not?
Yes, he is.
He's like Patton out there, surveying the battlefield, putting troops where he needs them, and then
That's right.
making things happen. That's exactly what his game is. He is the general
There's
out
the
there.
throw in. And Massaponax throw again. Here's Shin. He plays it back to Justin Peabody.
The pick.
Here's Pickering. Over to Shin. Shin maneuvers around 1. Ooh,
Oh,
yeah.
if that finds Peabody.
Yes. But what a play by, and look at the Stackelberg step up into the offensive flow. Here's Peabody. Oh, Pickering. Boy, he ran into a stone wall.
He sure did, and that's the foul.
And Pickering is still down.
I don't disagree with that one.
Todd Pickering, they really came together.
Ouch.
See the players gathering around him. And he's getting to his feet. That's a good sign.
It's a very good sign.
Yes.
He's, you know, and knowing so many of these players for so long, you know how they really react to physical contact and when they're fishing for a call and when they're
Right.
not. I can tell he wasn't fishing for
That's
a call.
right. There's Stackelberg.
And Chancellor has all 11 back.
It's hard to get a goal with that kind of...
You got 11 goal side right there. Take a look.
They chip it ahead. And missing with the header. Here's Ham. Good pressure, and he will kick it out of play. It'll be a throw-in for the Panthers. In a quick-moving first half, Matt. We're already under 5 minutes.
No injury time that we know of.
Right, exactly.
Don't know if they added a couple seconds there.
There's Stackelberg, number 20. He throws it in. That was from Kate Breivik's camera. Kate Breivik and Luis Pacheco, our camera crew for you. Piney Woolfolk, our technical director. The ball is... Oh!
Oh, goodness.
To Stackelberg and number 10, Caleb Reed, getting to know one another in the penalty box area. No whistle.
Hello.
Hello.
Yes.
But they do get a corner out of it. And, of course, the Tank Daddy, our director.
The man.
Don't want to leave the
You can't leave him
the
out.
man that
The
punches.
world does not spin without him.
Here
Nice
it is.
ball.
Harrington goes up and makes that save.
He's got such soft hands there.
Nice job by Shaw to aggressively go after that ball. Here's to Stackelberg.
It's on.
And Harrington put that one into the upper deck.
So let the deer chase that one.
That looked like a McGuire homer.
Sure did. Here's a sub. Kayla back into the attack in third. See him coming on.
Yep,
Just
and
flew
just-
across your screen.
Here's Pickering with the throw in. Goes right to feet. There is a flag up in the air, and I believe might have
Lifted the
lifted
foot.
a foot. Yeah.
Look at you, mister. I see everything from across the field.
That's not my Bushnells. My Bushnells are back at the station.
That's 2 times now.
Yeah.
See what happens when you get old? You just lose your mind.
That's right. What's
I
your name
lost
again?
my Bushnell, Fred.
Ooh, nice hustle. There was a slip there, but Chancellor's going to look at the B. Play that B. Oh, I thought the B was going to play it.
B has great feet. Big feet. Look at that B.
I think the B would like that. Here's Shaw, and he will let it. Ooh, thought he was going to play back to Gillespie, but good pressure from Chancellor.
That ball wasn't all the way out, and that's a good job there by the assistant ref.
Three
Shaw
players.
just got jacked.
And,
There's
oh,
a takedown, 2 points for that.
yeah, Shaw and Hinkle are at 15. Might be less long.
That last foul was going to be on number 12, Dunlap.
Watch this here.
Here's the takedown. Watch this.
Pretty nice spinorama.
And this with about 2 minutes left here. This is where the general,
There's
you see him,
Brian Hinkle.
not wearing medals for battle,
That's right.
you know.
Here's the ball. And Pickering is able to get ahead on it.
Didn't clear.
Nope. And a whistle. Gonna get number. Is that
Well-
Dunlap? Yep. Or no, it's my McCrary. Ryan McCrary. Ball played over the head. Ooh.
Uh-oh.
Kayla had an opportunity there. It was a whiff on the kick. Here's Simpson playing it to Kayla. And here's Hinkle. Brian Hinkle controls, goes to Mike Ham. And
Oh, just didn't have enough pace there on his run.
here's to Stackelberg. Takes a quick peek. Plays it in the air for Shin.
Oh,
And Harrington comes out and punches it out of harm's way. And he might have punched Shin.
now that's a smart play right there. Just playing that little flick up and out.
Here's Shin. He couldn't control it.
And you saw that Randall Pierce moved to get away from that little flick of the Chancellor player, maintain possession there on the throw.
I thought for a moment the Chancellor player might have flicked it off him, but
It looked like it,
Yeah.
but not quite.
Chancellor in possession. Pretty good battle. Ball's kicked out of play. It'll be a throw in. And the B. The B.
Always moving.
The B got hit in the head, but that didn't bother the OCBB. Here's to Stackelberg with some time. Running out of time, though. Nice move.
Now 20 seconds, Mike. Playing the long one for Kayla.
Kayla, will you be able to save it? Yes, he will. And he banks it off of Ryan Harry for a quick corner kick.
They'll let this corner ride, Mike. They should.
Kayla,
The ref took a look.
Kayla plays it. That's some. Ooh.
The whiff.
Yep.
That
And there's your half.
is the speed of Brian Harry.
So both teams pretty much 50-50, I would say. Nobody really gained any major advantages. There was a couple of scary moments. Andrew Shin a moment ago and on a goal, but Harrington punched it away. And then Gillespie down here a little in the latter stages of the first half made a nice save. So really, quite honestly, not much to talk about.
Well, I don't know. I think the main point that you could say is that really the general has taken control of the game. You know, he
Yeah.
has really possessed well at the midfield, has Hinkle, and neither team getting what they want, which is a lot of possession in the attacking third, but
Right.
but you'll see this game develop.
Exactly. We'll take a break. We'll come back and we'll have more of our coverage of high school soccer, the regular season finale in the Battlefield District. Massaponax and Chancellor scoreless at the end of the opening half. Stay with us for the second half. And welcome back. Adelphia Channel 3's high school soccer coverage, the regular season finale in the Battlefield District. The Chancellor Chargers, the Chargers of Chancellor, I should say, and the Panthers of Massaponax all squared up at 0-0.
Nil.
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 And we told you the importance of this contest. A Chancellor win. Not only do they wrap up the regular season title in the Battlefield District along with the automatic Region 1 playoff berth, but they go into the Region 1 playoffs as the #1 seed. And Mike Webb knows the importance of being able to stay at home as long as you can.
Hate to travel in the first round, you
Yep.
know. Hate to travel at all.
Right.
Play them all at home, bumpy field or not.
So what do you expect in the second half, real quick?
More conservative play, to be honest with you, especially from Chancellor. They'll be happy to get out of here 0-0. You know.
Well,
And
that's true. They just
win.
need a tie. They don't need.
No, a tie is a win for them.
That's right.
I think if you see them go into a defensive shell, it's not that they're not going to take opportunities, Mike. You see here Shaw on the ball, just like that. They will pressure a little bit, but they're going to be conservative in the back. There's that matchup.
And the ball is kicked out of play.
See the pit bull and the bone going right at it.
There's a throw in. Kayla goes to Shin. Shin will play it back to Kayla right in front of Kate Breivik. Here's Shin. Goes to the end line and is taken down. Nice tackle.
Very nice.
And Shin tried to make a tackle. Couldn't do it. Here's Gaston. He goes around a couple of players. And then the whistle.
Yeah, they say it just trickled over the touch line there.
Jeremy Gaskin had the old motor going. Hope our cameraman's not falling off the roof. Here's
They'll bounce
Chancellor.
back.
Here's Ben Cox. Cox in possession. Turns. Still in
Good
possession.
fake there.
Plays it to, ooh.
Little misplay.
That was, I was just going to say, and that'll be a corner.
It's these things right here that will decide the game.
Right.
A slight misplay.
Here's the corner. And Pickering to Cox.
Whoa, now see that rebound right
Yeah.
there? That went off the noggin of Cox. You know, he's asking somebody who he is right now. But it's just that rebound off of a clear.
Boy.
When it goes in, it's good. Good.
And isn't it funny, there was a report in the paper a few days ago about headers in soccer. Did you see that about the youth?
Yeah, I did with the younger kids, and there's some differing
personally,
opinion in the medical.
I played soccer for a number of years. And
Yeah, and Lord knows it never bothered you a bit, right?
I guess I'm not a good example. Here's Pickering.
Oh, look at Harrington.
Harrington sliding, looking like Dominic Hasek on that one.
Denied. Entry is denied.
No soup for you. Here's Pickering with the throw, and things starting to heat up here at Massaponax. Here's Shin.
Harrington doing his best imitation of a customs official.
How about that save by Shin? That ball was heading out of play, and he was able to kick it, bicycle kick it back into play.
Massaponax forcing the action here.
Here's Hinkle playing it to midfield. Jack Shaw bounced over him. Here's Huffman. Mike Huffman knocks it down, and here he goes.
He's got somebody wide if he can just win that foot race, and he does.
Boy, here's Huffman.
He's got the ball on the correct side.
And that's blocked by a backer for Massaponax.
You will see him attack the right, wheel back to his left to get the ball on his left foot, his stronger foot.
Throw in for number 12, Ryan McCrary. Here's Hinkle, Brian Hinkle. He'll play it to some open space. And that ball will, well, Gillespie decides to keep it in play.
Smart.
So Matt Gillespie will punt it out of there.
Very
Kate Breivik's camera.
Very smart keeper, very underrated is Gillespie.
And then Zach Shaw just says, let's pound it out of here. couple of Massaponax players, Kayla and Peabody, and both of them overran the ball.
Ham, knowing better than to play that straight down the pipe, needs to get a little width on that.
Here's Gillespie.
And I think that's maybe one of the biggest mistakes that players make, both guys and girls at this level of play, is playing that ball straight down the middle.
Here's Cox. Ooh, just missed. Nice follow-up, though. Here's a run being made.
Harry and Pickering.
And Brian Harry's able to keep control.
And there's the trip. They've maintained possession, so there's no call.
Here's Hinkle. He's hesitated for a moment, but...
Now, that was good ref-in right there. Dane Lewis winning that battle.
And Lewis looking for help.
Not finding it.
Huffman took it off his foot, but then Zach Shaw rifles it out of there. Peabody takes a peek.
Nice ball. Nice ball.
Here's the jet cross. Kayla.
Oh.
And Hinkle takes him down with no call.
Shouldn't be. Just
no, it's not.
Yeah.
I'm just making that observation.
Great piece of work there. The pass from Peabody to Pickering, and Pickering actually getting that cross off. He serves a dangerous ball in the box.
So here's Harrington for the goal kick. We are scoreless in the second half, just underway here at Massaponax High School. Our thanks to Athletic Director Pat Wheelbarger, always gracious here at Massaponax.
Opening up the home for us.
Here's Andrew Shin. Oh, he put that one right between Gaston's legs.
Call that a mag.
Here's Kayla, and Ian couldn't keep it in play.
Send that one on the slow boat to China. Yeah, a little nutmeg there. For your ice cream. Sprinkle.
So we've gotten to that stage, have we?
Yes, we have.
Harrington with the kick to midfield.
It's been a long day for me. Have sympathy.
Here's Pickering battling. Here's Pickering and Peabody. A little miscommunication, but Pickering is able to get a nice ball. Here's Shin. Boy, he's been getting yanked on. All those players are being yanked on.
And there's a player down for Chancellor, and I think he took a shin knee into the thigh.
Here's Cox.
Let me tell you, if you've never had a deep thigh bruise, good golly, is that painful. And that's number 12 that went down.
It's McCrary. Here's Shin. And it's played out by McCrary, and
you can see him.
Shaking it off.
A little hobbled.
Ryan McCrary, the senior midfielder for Chancellor.
He's going to feel that tomorrow.
Yes. Here's the throw in for Stackelberg. There's a shot, and it's pushed wide of the goal.
Those bruises hurt even worse than when you smacked me in my head, and that's pretty bad.
So here's the goal kick for Harrington. No score, second half, regular season Battlefield District finale.
Driven ball there by Harrington.
Boy, Ham and Kayla, what a matchup that, and there's a handball. Yep.
Yeah.
It's going to be on number 4, Bill Booth.
Yeah, Booth, you know, inadvertent, you got your arms out, but
Yep.
you know, he had caused an advantage there, so.
Ball played into, boy, you mentioned, Matt, they are sagging, let's see, 2, 4, 6, 7, they got about 7 or 8 guys back in that box. They are not going to let Massaponax penetrate.
Oh,
nice
look at
move by
Stackelberg.
And then he turned right into Sean Hinkle, but here's Huffman.
Flick to himself, does he save? Yes, he does.
Here's Huffman, and he's got he tried to send it through to a breaking Phil Armold.
Sean Hinkle shot.
That's blocked by Zach Shaw.
That's Shaw, 2 good plays in a row there. Give him credit. He didn't take, you know, and panic there when they were barreling down on him. He knew he had a runner to his left. There's the 3rd play out for him.
And Armold climbs the back of Kayla. Kayla looking for a call, didn't get a whistle.
Good no call there.
That'll be a throw in for Shaw. There's a good look at Zach Shaw. I believe he is a junior, if I'm not mistaken. Yep.
Look at you.
Here's the Stackelberg. Over midfield, making a run.
trying to
nice
feed
play.
Pickering.
Pickering, here's Shin. He will pressure. Oh, and Andrew couldn't keep it going, but he looks like he's kind of getting back into the flow of things, doesn't he?
Yeah, his motor's starting to perk up a bit. You get that diesel running, boy, it won't stop.
He was playing on 7 pistons, but he's got the 8th one cranking now.
When he starts hitting on all cylinders,
right.
good night. It just would not bode well for the rest of their opponents. You get a full speed Andrew Shin going.
So a throw in for the Chargers. Played almost 10 minutes of this second half. There's a good look at the clock. As you see, it just went under 31 minutes. From Kate Brabeck, camera. Luis Pacheco, our other camera member. Patty Woolfolk, our technical director. And the tanker. Here's Ham, and Troy Simpson tried to play it ahead, but
Booth.
knocked it off the head of Bill Booth out of play.
Booth.
Well, we got a moment. The NBA playoffs, the Western Conference Finals. We got a couple of marquee matchup there. San Antonio and LA. Who do you like?
Who do I like? Or who do I think is going to win?
Who do you think is going to win?
I think the Lakers are going to pull it out simply because of the injury to Anderson. But
That's what everybody's saying, pretty much.
But I would really like to see the Spurs take it.
Me too.
I'm a big-time
And I don't
Spurs
like
mark.
this. Here comes Shin, and I'll give you my thought in a moment. Shin battling Gaston. Got it through, and Harrington was able to smother that before Pickering could get a sniff of it.
Yeah, I was just going to say, sniffing that dog, wasn't he?
Here's Ham. Got some room. That one slipped past Troy Simpson, and here's Booth.
He's got a chance there, and you
Makes
see
the
the
cross.
foul.
Oh, this will be interesting. Right just outside the box.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you, sir.
There you go.
Appreciate it. We got to come here more often.
Yes, we do.
I needed that, too. The throat was getting dry.
Ho, ho, ho. They do take care of us here. Nice touch from Hinkle.
Hoffman.
That's the left
That's
foot
blocked.
setup.
Was that Peabody that blocked that one?
Yes, it is.
Here's
Booth.
Booth got a head on it. Dangerous, and Gillespie is able to smother that. Boy, there were some anxious moments there. Knocked down with a hand, Gaston, no call.
Well, Massaponax can't cease to play just because they think they should get a call.
Here's Shin and Harry. Brian Harry just keeps right on. That's a good matchup, Harry and Shin. They're both about the same size.
They played on the same team for so long, and now they're going against each other. It's
McCrary unable to maintain possession, and there's a throw in for Massaponax, but we're going to have a sub, and Shin's going to take a seat. I think Chris is just getting him like 5-6 minutes here and getting
You're
him
right.
below.
He's getting him some time, building his fitness level, and Massaponax really is looking ahead to the tournament, Mike.
So here's
New
Kayla
player
doing it.
in, and we'll take a look at who that happens to be. Number 9 for Massaponax.
That's Angel Santiago. Here's Kayla, and there's a whistle.
Well, I don't think the crowd exactly agrees with that call. I think that they believe that should be Massaponax ball, but no. Ref right on top of it.
Yep. So it'll be a throw in for Jeremy Gaston.
Maybe not the best playback in the world.
Here's Santiago. He's gonna. Oh, he waited just a hair too long.
I think the consensus here in the press box is maybe you put that on the floor and play that through.
We have a whistle. We got a sub.
All you got to do is just push that ball right to feet there.
Yep.
And you're good to go. Somebody's in on keeper.
Ben Cox coming into the contest.
But we say it so many times, somebody should have, somebody
Right.
could have. We really have a great vantage point up here that they don't see down there on the field.
Troy Simpson takes a seat. Here's Huffman. So, for Chancellor Armold. So here's Sean Hinkle to throw it in. And Chancellor with possession. Kayla was able to step in front of that one and play it out.
Trying to free Pickering there on the 1v1 in the back. I don't know how successful that's going to be. I think they need to possess a bit more maybe and build.
Here's just Stackelberg. Nice flick on. Here's Santiago.
Oh, just beyond his reach.
But he did get a break because Harry knocked it out with his knee, so it'll be a throw-in. Here's Pickering.
I thought 20 there played that with his hand a bit.
That'll be Peter Strand, number 20. Here's Zach Shaw. Ooh, dangerous there. He went for the tackle.
Could have been.
And I believe he got the call. Yes, he did. So it's going to be an opportunity for Chancellor. Nope, I guess they're just going to say it's a goal kick. I thought they were going to whistle there for a minute.
Well, I thought so too. But what do we know?
Not
Nothing.
much.
Nothing.
So here's Harrington with the kick. Here's Cox. Cox played a solid game tonight. There he is. Ben Cox making a nice run.
Nice touch over.
Oh, Pickering just unable to flick that to himself.
If he does, he's got a shot.
There's the ball played back. Nice pressure. Dane Lewis plays it over. They reverse Fields. Boy, Brian Harry. And there's a whistle.
Came in booed up, and that's why.
Kind of a late whistle, but he did get the call.
Well, and not in a malicious way, let me add.
Right.
He came in to play the ball, but when you make contact like that, chances are that whistle's going to blow.
There's an opportunity off the kick, Massaponax.
Just a spinning ball into the box.
Harry was able to kick that one out of harm's way, so it'll be a throw-in for the Panthers.
So let's talk about the Eastern Conference. Does Philly close out Toronto?
I believe so.
And the Milwaukee...
I think even though Milwaukee is like 1-5 in Game 7s in their history, there's Harrington. What a play there!
Oh, he
Is
robbed
that Peabody?
Peabody.
Yeah. Boy, that's a good aggressive play from your goalkeeper.
That's what you want there in the box.
And Huffman took a bump from Dane Lewis. I believe Milwaukee's, they're given second chance. I think they're going to take advantage. Here's an opportunity. There's a shot, and Gillespie easily handles that one.
Just a floater.
McCrary with a, probably could have dribbled that in a little bit farther, but decided to crank it out there. Of course, with the conditions the way they are, with the slippery ball, you never know.
Never be too careful.
There's Pickering trying to run that down.
He's just going to play a little pressure, try and funnel that ball where they want it. Doesn't happen. Forces Lewis to play a ball. Shaw.
Yep. To Lewis. Back to Zach Shaw.
They're going to have to clear.
And they do. Here's to Stackelberg. Santiago. And Kayla's able to, well, couldn't maneuver between two of them.
But he and Hinkle.
Here's Sean Hinkle. Nice possession here. Here's McCrary. Boy, he had Sean Hinkle running. I thought he was going to give it up to him.
I did too, and I think maybe that would have been the better, better play. But they do like to feature Huffman. You know, I get all my H's. You got Harry, Hinkle, Huffman,
Harrington.
Hinkle. You know,
So a throw in for the Panthers.
say them all 5 times fast.
But as I was saying, I think Milwaukee will advance.
And then you look at the East Finals.
Well, he's been the answer all season.
I agree. I think it's Philly there, and
I'm myself. I'm rooting for Milwaukee. I like.
I'd like to see George Karl go.
I'm a big Ray Allen fan, and I like.
He's a classy dude.
I like George Karl. But I also like Paul Silas because he was a former Celtic. So
That's right.
I wouldn't mind seeing Charlotte go.
I wouldn't mind seeing Charlotte go either. I'm a Carolina boy. You know that.
Yep. Here's Brian Hinkle. Got some room.
Having one.
And it was blocked by Shaw off the defense. That's about the 3rd or 4th block he's had in the second half. Hinkle flicked it on with his head. Boy, he is very good. There's Sean Hinkle sending right to the feet.
Touching to himself.
Oh, and Gillespie with a big save. I believe it was number 15, Les Long, that got free. There he is right there. And he is going to be smacking himself because he had a golden opportunity to put one on the board.
Gillespie came out like a monster and flat denied.
I can tell you right now, these teams are going to do well in the regionals because of aggressive goalkeeping like that. He made his mind. There was no hesitation in Gillespie, and we saw it a moment ago with Johnny Harrington. That keeps your season alive.
Well, I think that old cliche really applies to keepers. He who hesitates is lost.
Yep.
He made a decision. He went with it. And it came out on the positive side for him.
Is that for 20 or 23? Might be Mark Blake, number 23.
Harry beating Santiago on the ball. Huffman, little flick. He and Dane Lewis battling. Huffman has,
I believe they're going to call obstruction on Dane Lewis.
has the foot speed over Lewis, but Lewis is playing him a little more physical than I think, Huffman would like.
Right.
So I think it sort of evens itself out there.
And we got to say good luck to the Mary Washington women's lacrosse team in the National Final Four. Do you believe it? And the baseball team.
I absolutely believe it.
Well, we had them earlier. We did the game against Amherst, which is one of the other Final Four teams, too. They may meet again in the national championship game, but...
well, they beat a familiar foe that they lost twice to get there.
Yeah. Salisbury State.
That's right.
Ooh, Ham got a head on that, but Gillespie perfectly played. Then line drive punt. Here's Santiago.
Oh, great play there by Chancellor.
Here's Gaston, Jeremy Gaston, and it's going to be a throw-in for Massaponax.
Trying to play the corner, just couldn't get it off the touch. Massaponax saying we're going to settle down, going to play it wide here and see if we can stretch him. Great tackle, but he played it with his hand, did Hinkle.
Here's Stackelberg. Up ahead for Kayla.
Danger.
1-on-2 here. Blocked out of play. It'll be a throw-in for the Panthers.
Welcome to Cough Central.
A little scratchy throat there.
Oh. Sorry. I feel for you.
Yeah, sure you do. Here's the Stackelberg. And that ball is flicked out of danger, but here's Peabody.
Hello.
Drops one into Harrington's arms.
Actually, that was 12.
Or was it 12? That would be Shane Dunlap. Sorry, Shane. Saw the 2. I had the 2.
Shane, he's not sorry.
Here's an opportunity.
Massaponax not really pulling enough people back.
Here's Long again. Shot, save, and pouncing on the rebound. That's the second time tonight that Les Long has been stoned by Gillespie. That was a good shot, though.
Yeah, good hard shot, low. Gillespie dropping, centered himself in front of it, said, hey, look, if I can't catch it, it's going to play off me. Squared
Long
up
ball
nice.
here, and Harrington will feel that.
Massaponax a little lackadaisical getting numbers back there to defend goal side of that ball, and they're going to have to do a little bit better job back there.
Stackelberg with the throw in.
I think as long as the things are even, Massaponax is definitely in good shape. They get a goal down, they're going to need 2.
Right. Here at Ham making a long run. And Mike Ham maintains
him off like a flea.
Balance. Here's Mike Ham with a strong run.
Ben Cox said, hey, good morning.
Ham still looking for some help. Here's Brian Hinkle. He lofts it up with the left foot. And that ball is played right to McCrary. And there's Cox.
That's where you want to get it on the ground and playable.
Ooh, and
that's a leg locker there. 15 just got plowed.
that's Long.
Treated him like a pile of dirt and plowed him.
And he got the call. There's Chancellor with another opportunity.
It's a good shot of Andrew Shin.
He's taking the brace off. Notice that?
Yeah, I did notice, and I think they're playing him up front. It gives him a little break. It doesn't involve him as much as if he was on the defensive side, Mike. A little less responsibility. He can pick his spots to not necessarily relax, but to get his wind. It really doesn't take all that long to fall out of the fitness level of game shape.
We're going to throw in for the Panthers. We are scoreless with about 17 minutes to go in regulation unofficially.
I think the realization sets in for a lot of these young men that just a couple more games and their playing careers will be over.
Yep.
Some will move on, some won't. Bittersweet time.
Here's Sean Hinkle. Kept it on the ground to Long. Les Long and
No,
Gillespie.
And I think you're going to have Gillespie and Long
And now Huffman.
definitely gave him the foot in the head.
Yep. And Sean Hinkle trying to. Sean Hinkle.
I've got to say, Gillespie right sticking up for himself. Absolutely unwarranted what just happened there.
I thought the move by Sean Hinkle was pretty slick. He put the head on the ball and knocked it free.
It's a guy who's thinking.
Now they're going to confer.
You go until you hear
There
the
it is
whistle.
again.
Now watch.
You're going to see.
Watch closely right there. Now watch the left foot. Bang.
Right there.
That's exactly what I'm talking
Yep.
about.
And then Huffman came over and
said, hey, look, we just need to chill out a bit. Need to chill out. But he definitely got kicked in the back of the head. That's a no-no.
Thank you. If you can cue that up one more time, take a look at it again, and you'll see what we're talking about again.
Yeah, put it in super slow-mo.
Yeah. But he definitely gave him a shot.
See them conferring, talking about lunch tomorrow. Well,
There
I
it
would
is.
be.
Watch this.
Watch left foot,
Go.
bang. That's where it is. Hey, I'd be a little angry too.
Not you.
Oh, no, I don't get angry. You're right.
You see Mike Webb over there on the Chancellor sideline.
But to their credit, things happen so fast.
So Hinkle's going to be carded. Well, it shouldn't be Hinkle. It should be Long, actually.
Well, it should be.
Unless they're going to get Hinkle for heading the ball out of the goalkeeper's hands.
Right.
Now they got the right guy.
What do you get carded for? Being a Weisenheimer? You know what I'm saying? Come here, funny boy.
Hey, Mo.
Well, things have really boiled down to a trickle now, haven't they? Oh.
Some spirited play here at Massaponax High School.
And we might add the clock is rolling, but they've stopped the watch.
Yes, they've stopped the watch.
Hey, Gillespie may get a card for that. May not.
I don't think he did he? We know Long did.
And rightly so. Rightly so.
Yeah, he getting that little extra shot.
And there was no need for it.
The tie domi, like the tie domi elbow.
Well, I don't know if I put it in the same classification as that.
No,
but
I'm just...
it's just hard play, and things like that happen.
Let's see if this fires up Massaponax here. Here's Stackelberg making a run.
A little flick by Pickering.
Here's Cox. Lays it over. Here's Stackelberg making another run. He's going to get a shot off.
Having one.
And he shot it wide.
Well, they sure came out off of that little break-in play. Quite inspired. Took possession, went down the left touch, and proceeded in towards goal.
A heavy fog is starting to settle over the stadium.
A happy fog. Thank you, Mr. Ross the painter.
I didn't say happy fog.
I thought you said happy fog. What did you say?
Did I say happy? I mean,
you did.
I don't know what I said.
You said happy.
Heavy. I said a heavy fog.
You didn't say heavy.
He ain't heavy. He's my brother.
That's right. But he's foggy.
There's Harry against Kayla. Oh, nice job. Boy, the composure both of these teams have in the back.
Oh, there's the touch from the pick.
And it's cleared out of there by number 20, Peter Strand.
3v3, 3v4.
There's Armold trying to send it through. Nice play. Knocked down by Shaw. And
Shaw's been steady tonight. They need that for the rest of the game, and that's going to go, that's right, Massaponax way.
Yep, Hinkle coming together with Peabody.
That's Peabody.
Yeah. Pair of twos there.
And they played on the same team also.
That's what makes these rivalries so fun.
Oh, yeah.
There's Stackelberg playing into some open space.
Not the best ball. There's the foul.
There's a foul on Kayla.
Yeah, that's going to happen. And he's already playing with a yellow.
Yeah. Took down McCrary.
And it was just the leg in and the hip throw.
Yep.
Good job by Dane Lewis. Oh!
Nice play there. Stepping
That's
into
Hinkle. Sean.
Sean Hinkle. Plays it to some open space. There's a shot blocked by, guess who?
Shaw.
The Rod Langway of the Massaponax Panthers. Here's Cox. Cox has played a really solid game tonight.
Been very solid. We've got about 13, 14 minutes to think about a player of the game.
Ooh.
Oh.
And Peabody looks like he might be.
And there you see McCrary checking on him. Good bit of sportsmanship there by Ryan McCrary, number 12. That's what you like to see. Hey, we had a collision. You all right, man? All right, cool. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, exactly. So here's Kayla teeing it up for the Panthers.
Putting it there.
Here's Cox. He gently plays it back. And nobody there.
Yeah,
And
wise.
Harrington knocks it down to his feet.
So is she going to come or not? There we are. We'll pick it up. It's just making Todd walk a little bit.
Yep. And Harrington's punt, not a good one. Here's Kayla. You talk about a guy's motor who's going.
McCrary just jacked. You see him head up on the ground there. You're going to have to shout out that stain. Oh, man.
Ball played, kicked over midfield. Here's DeStackleberg. Ball still in the air. Now it's finally put to the ground. Here's Shin.
A little push there. Things are warm, aren't they? Not just temperature-wise.
I bet you if you ask both these coaches there, you talk about being warm, they are extremely hot.
Muy caliente.
God bless you.
Thank you.
And there's a slippage, and
I, too, suffer from sinus problems. Pierce. He's been quiet tonight.
plays it to you, Kayla. Ian Kayla. Down the right side.
Ham on him.
Oh.
Oh, played it out. Not his best work there.
See the frustration on his face?
You know, you have big 14 sitting right there in your grill.
Here's Ham.
Pierce very quick.
Ball played to some open space again.
The ever so steady Brian Harry back there.
Here's Huffman. Turning and going.
That's the correct call.
Yep.
Absolutely.
Looking for a quick restart. Now Brian Hinkle will. This, of course, allows Massaponax to get back defensively, but I think it's the right move. There's just no options for him for a quick restart.
No, and there's no sense in just putting that in there and wasting a free here.
There's the kick. Oh, and Gillespie punches it out of there.
And they screened him well.
Here's Pickering.
Good shield there. Good cut. Hinkle took.
Here's DeStackleberg playing it ahead.
Shin.
Nice. Boy, he is fundamentally sound.
Which one?
All of them are.
Aren't they?
Here's Cox. He got a little pull on.
See the sliding. Pickering in.
Pickering sent it across and
it
it knocks it in.
I think that's number 12 on the side there. Give Pickering the assist.
Shane
that ball
Dunlap.
goes right on in there.
Shane Dunlap, I believe, is going to get the goal. Here it is again.
Right there's the turn, the touch over, and just a touch with the foot.
I think so,
You know,
yeah.
you have got to be ball side of that man when he's attacking the far post.
They announced Pickering, but I believe it was Dunlap that knocked it in.
Yeah, it looked like Dunlap knocked that in. Whether he did it already past the goal line or not, I don't know, but you've got to at least give the assist to the pick. Number 11, Todd Pickering.
So it's 1-0. Massaponax. Here's Shin.
We may see them again.
They would meet Monday night in a special playoff.
Would we do that game? Possibly.
Possible.
It's possible.
Here's Cox.
Anything's possible nowadays.
And he plays it ahead. Here's DeStackleberg. Here's Harry. Plays it out near midfield. Hinkle was grabbed, but he stays on his feet, and then Sean Hinkle plays it back.
Not a bad ball by McCrary. Just needed to maybe play that a touch earlier.
Here's Kayla. Here comes Ham into the picture, and a little give and go here.
Chancellor a little tired.
And that shot, and that'll be a goal kick.
Let's make note here that Massaponax has not played this week, while Chancellor played a very tough Cortland squad at Cortland on Tuesday
Pulled
and
out a
came up with a
1-0
1-0 win. Tough game there for them.
Yes.
So maybe is that catching up with them a bit? I don't know.
I don't think this late in the season, but you just never know. And I believe Chris Farrell has been a little bit more liberal in his substitution patterns than Mike Webb. Wouldn't you agree?
I would agree, and it's a good observation. I hadn't really thought about that this evening, but I think you're right.
And that ball is headed, kept in play. Here's McCrary for Ham. Nice tackle. Here's Shin.
There's the Diesel. Look at
Nice
this.
move. Gets free, the shot's blocked.
He's not happy unless he's running through a crowd of people.
And Chancellor in possession.
That's danger right there.
Ooh. Boy, Gillespie came out.
Well, he saw his friend there, number
Mr.
15.
Long, yes.
That wasn't a bad ball by Huffman, known for scoring, but the kid can also
Right.
pass.
And here's Huffman battling. And
No,
this
he's
will
going
be
to retain.
Chancellor. Yep.
Yeah, he'll retain.
And they're going to set it down.
That was the call there. Dangerous, very dangerous.
Here's Hinkle. Plays it. And that shot's blocked.
Oh, I don't know that that's a foul. I don't know that that's a foul. I'm sorry. You had both players checking for the ball, and Pickering will do that to you. He'll check hard and then break back on the run. They should have just let that play go.
And a yellow card accompanies it.
Oh, if that's on Shin, maybe for dissent, but
No.
it looks like Pickering's going off. So credit that card to 11, not 21.
Yep. There's Brian Hinkle, ready for the free kick. 1-0 Massaponax. Hinkle puts it into the middle of the box, but it's Zach Shaw, first man on the ball. There's a deflection. It's blocked. That's blocked. And flicked out of there.
Guess who's down in the middle of that? 19.
Here's Huffman with a shot. Oh!
Nuffed.
Matt Gillespie. Hello.
We've got about 6 minutes, I would guess. It says 4:35 on the clock, but add a couple minutes there for that
At least
snafu.
Yeah. Snafu. Oh, the old snafu.
So you do snafu.
Must be my radio name. Joe Snafu. Here's Shin.
The Diesel's in. Harrington fell down. He's having to get back up. He's still
Here's
in.
Shin.
Shot on.
Oh, and Harrington.
Welcome to Battlefield Soccer.
Wow. Had that whole net and he just drilled it off of Harrington.
Goodness. I can feel the stands rumbling.
Yep. So here's the corner kick for Massaponax.
Rumbling like my gut after a good turkey sandwich.
Shane Dunlap will tee it up. We believe he's the goal scorer.
Yeah, I think he is.
There's a head into the middle. And Chancellor's able to clear it away. And, ooh, right in front of Kate Bravik, but unable to save it.
Kate could have saved it.
Get a whistle.
Looking for the sub, I guess.
I'm not
No.
really sure. Nobody came in. So Brian Hinkle goes to Brother Sean, and he goes to Mr. McCrary.
Footing definitely becoming an issue.
Yeah.
You notice?
There's Strand, number 20. He goes wide to Harry. Nice tackle.
To Stackelberg.
And the throw in. Here's Les Long. He's had a couple of opportunities and a flag.
Call the takedown.
Flag. Oh, it was a flag.
Dane Lewis not happy with the call. She's got to let it go and come back and mark up.
So here's Brian Hinkle looking to tie it up for Chancellor. Sends it into the middle. It's headed out of there. And then Kayla.
Does he free Pickering down there? It looks like it.
Harrington away out of the goal. Randall Pierce.
And should touch. There you go.
Ball at midfield, no call.
Stackelberg just gave somebody a shot.
Nice play by Zach Shaw.
I thought it was uncalled for.
And here's a nice header there. Here's Pierce. Here's Sean Hinkle. And it's hammered out of there, but hammered right back in by Strand.
There's the possession.
Yep, to Stackelberg. Points and says, head that way,
So
guys.
Randall have a run.
There's an offsides.
Well, if Pickering stops, that ball stays in play, and Randall Pierce has a run.
See Johnny Harrington saying, we got to get this in play quickly. Time becoming an issue. It's under 2, but I would add at least a minute and a half, 2 minutes, 3 minutes.
I agree.
Harrington. Here's Brian Hinkle. And he got absolutely pummeled.
Oh,
Is that Kayla?
He got jacked like the rear end of a 59 Chevy with a flat.
Was that Kayla that...
That was Kayla.
Hello.
That's right. Good morning.
Good morning. There's an opportunity for the Chargers
You
late.
missed your calling in life, didn't you?
No, not
You
really.
could have been the next Boxcar Willie.
Woo-hoo.
Slim Whitman or somebody, maybe. All right, Liberace.
There's an opportunity. Hinkle with a shot, blocked right at the wall.
Like to have had that on the one touch.
Chancellor sends it back in. And Gillespie.
Great anticipation. You know, we've got to think about a player of the game, Mike. I just can't do it.
Sure you can.
No, I can't. My head's going to explode. These fellas have played a wonderful game. Pickering
There's
on the
Pickering.
roll.
Todd Pickering. Harrington fell.
Oh, what a dish. Hello!
Oh! Ian Kayla.
Mister, I've got a second assist. Maybe there's my vote. You got to look at Pickering. He's got 2 assists on the night.
Watch
there you
this.
see it. Could have taken a shot, said, no.
Look at that feed.
Bang, one-timer. Can't fault Harrington. I mean,
No.
he had covered. He's all alone, 1v1. Chances are keeper loses that, underwear hanging out to dry.
And we'll see you in
gotta
the city
like-
of Fredericksburg.
You've got to like Gillespie in this game. I
Yeah.
think
Zach
you
Shaw.
definitely have to like Zach Shaw, 19 down there, has been a mainstay. Really the unsung guy so far of the season, I think, for them.
Yes.
Pickering tonight really has stepped up big time.
Here comes Chancellor back on the run.
Clock is off, I might add.
They will not quit.
No, they won't.
And a whistle, and we got the substitution. 2-0.
So what do you think?
Give me time. Give me a few minutes.
Is not on your side.
Oh, Gillespie, here's a, and Huffman. He'd love to have that one back, wouldn't
Gillespie has really just gotten just enough
Yes.
on some of these.
he? Huffman
Matty.
would love to have that back, though, wouldn't he?
Matty has really played well.
So a goal kick for the Panthers. Ball played to midfield, just flicked on.
Are they coming again?
Here's Pierce.
Pushed ahead,
Look at this
Foot
sprint.
race.
Him and Harry.
and he still manages a touch. There's McCrary to Harry, and out. They pushing for a third here?
There's the Stackelberg.
Referee wanting the ball in play here.
Yep. Stackelberg goes to Kayla. And Chancellor takes it away.
Well done there in the corner by Chancellor.
There's just Stackelberg. Beautiful ball. Gets it right back. And he'll just send it to
Good cross.
switch fields here. The Panthers seem to have picked up steam, and there it is. The Massaponax Panthers have forced a special playoff game to determine the regular season champ of the Battlefield District. Have we determined?
I don't know. I'm
Give me your vote. Huh? Todd Pickering is our Old Country Buffet player of the game as the Panthers claim the 2-0 final on goals from, we believe, Dunlap and Ian Kayla. So we'll take a break. We'll come back and we'll wrap things up for Massaponax with our post-game report. And welcome back. Adelphia Channel 3's high school soccer coverage, the Battlefield District regular season finale, and these two teams will meet again in a special playoff to determine the regular season champ of the Battlefield District, thanks to Massaponax' 2-0 victory over Chancellor. Our Old Country Buffet player of the game is Todd Pickering. He collected 2 assists on the night on the Shane Dunlap goal and, of course, Ian Kayla's goal. Tell you what, this is always an emotional game when you two guys get together. 0-0 at the half. Number one, what did Chris tell you, and how concerned were you at the half?
We were just playing our game. He just kept telling us to keep it up. Our passing was fine. We just had to hopefully get a lucky one in first before they did. That's what it's all about, whoever got one first.
Exactly. Were you guys, once you got the first goal, were you pretty confident that that would be the game winner? I mean, you knew the Chancellor wouldn't quit, but to get a goal that late in the contest, did you feel pretty comfortable?
Yeah, it picked up our momentum, and we had the adrenaline going. It was only like 8 minutes left on the scoreboard. We just knew we had them after that.
Right,
They kind of started spreading out and getting kind of sloppy and rushing the ball. We just kept capitalizing on the turnovers.
You know how important this is, obviously. I mean, to be regular season district champs, we also get that number one seeding in the region. You guys know that. I mean, what about Monday coming up, the special playoff game? What do we got to do to beat them? I mean, just continue to pass the ball in possession.
Yeah, I think so. We're playing on spots. No, it's a jam.
Right.
I think more. That's going to be a slower game. The field's kind of thick and bumpy, not as smooth as our field or Chancellor. So the game could go both ways, but I feel pretty confident on our playing right now.
Exactly. How confident? I mean, you guys, of course, went to the state final last year. You're back along with Ian Kayla. How special is this if you can make a return trip for you guys as seniors?
Oh, that feels so good. I can't wait to get back to that game. I feel like we should already have a ring on our finger, and we're just anxious to get back there. We've been talking about it all season, but I don't want to get overconfident, and neither does my players or my teammates. So we just take it game by game.
Well, listen, congratulations. Great job, Todd. Hold on just a second. Randy Deere from the Old Country Buffet. Give him a presentation, my man.
Great teamwork, Mr. Pickering. Congratulations. On behalf of Old Country Buffet, dinner for 2.
I appreciate it.
And Randy's been caught with the cold like the rest of us, huh? Congratulations, Todd. Great job. Let's get Chris Farrell in here as he gets a high five from the B. And, of course, Chris, well, you got him another one on Monday night, but let me tell you something.
Yeah, well, that's all we want.
Exactly. I mean, you know the importance of this, obviously, the number one seeding in the region we were talking about.
That's right.
0-0 at the half. You had to be a little concerned, but it was kind of an interesting first half. I thought, 50-50 both ways. Give me your thoughts about this contest.
Oh, I definitely thought that Chancellor pretty much took it to us in the first half. We were very, very fortunate to not give up a goal in the first half. My hat's off to Matt Gillespie in goal. I mean, other than the Jamestown game where he had to come and catch a lot of corners, that's probably the most saves he's had to make in the game.
Right.
And he made some point blank saves tonight, so that was fantastic. But they held the edge in the first half. I think that's the first time they've ever done that to us. We usually are a fast starter, and I don't know. I'll take the result, but we didn't start fast tonight.
Exactly. It looked like, were you trying to do something different because you're playing a little bit longer ball than we're used to see? We're used to seeing Massaponax with that possession game that you have. Were you trying something different in the first half at all?
No, it was just them.
They were dictating.
We couldn't. Brian Hinkle does such a nice job of zoning up on occasions when it's called for zone, or manning up when he's got to step up and win the ball. I mean, in the first half he cut like 3 or 4 passes right out. I mean, we're trying to go from our midfield into the strikers, and he's cutting passes out.
Right.
So
Exactly.
that hurt us in the beginning. And then we started to find our third midfielder coming later, and that helped us a little. And Todd Pickering picked up his game in the second half.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Andrew Shin, of course, comes back and plays for you a little bit tonight. You were able to give him, some blows and also give him some playing time. That's got to bode well for you to have him getting back at full strength.
Yeah. Andrew's injury is a little blessing in disguise right now. We had to throw Bobby Quisenberry in for Andrew, and Bobby's just done an outstanding job. And I've always known that Andrew's very dynamic up top, and he's always wanted to play up top. And and so now a little injury is giving them a look, and we're expecting bigger and better things from Andrew up top.
You got a Monday night in a special playoff game. What's the key, Chris?
I think we just need to take it to them again in the beginning. We can't let them do what they did this time.
Right.
And I think again we just need to try to find ways to free up Ian. I moved him out to outside midfield because Mike Ham was marking him so tightly that there wasn't a lot of time and space for him. So we're going to continue to try to free up Ian. We're going to continue to try to play balls into Todd's feet, into Andrew's feet, and we got three Saturday, Sunday, 3 more days of rest for Andrew. We'll get some ice on his knee. Every game that he goes now, the better he's going to be at the end.
Exactly. Listen, congratulations, great win for you.
Hey,
we'll
thank you.
See you out there Monday.
Great soccer game. I'm glad you guys could come out.
Exactly.
All right.
Good luck, Chris. All right, let's wrap things up here. They're shutting the lights off. So I think they're trying to tell us something.
He's trying to tell you something.
He said Chancellor got out to a quick start. Jumped him from the start, but they come back, show a little resiliency, grab the 2-0 win.
Yeah, what happens a lot of times when you go into a defensive shell and you start thinking all we need is a tie, you play that way, I think your players lose some of their aggressiveness. Chancellor's a very aggressive team. Offensively, they're devastating. One of the top 3 teams in the state at this level. And I think when you get them away from what they're used to doing, which is really going for your throat and tearing it out, maybe it's not the right thing at the right time. I'm not going to second guess Mike Webb.
Right, exactly.
This guy is,
Right.
I don't stand in the same place, okay?
Right, exactly.
He's on a totally different plane than I am. But I don't know, maybe you just get them out of their comfort level is I think what happened. And Massaponax had a sense of desperation. Playing for the tournament, yeah, I'll go along with that. But they're at home.
Right.
They want to win.
Yep.
Final regular season game, they want to be seeded first.
Exactly. Give me your thoughts. This game go about the way you expected? I mean, were there some surprises? Give me your thoughts about this one.
Well, I told you earlier I thought Massaponax was going to get the win at home to force the playoff. I agree with what Matt said. I think in the first half, Chancellor had some really good opportunities, really, had some great chances to put things away. They didn't do that. You're exactly right. In the second half, the longer it went into the half, the more Chancellor went into a defensive shell, and Mike Huffman was all alone up top, taking on 1v3, 1v2. You're not going to win at this level because Massaponax's defenders are too good. As good as Huffman is, you cannot beat 3 guys.
What do we expect to see Monday in that special playoff game?
Oh, put me on the spot. Number one, an absolute war. I think what you saw tonight is Matt and I said in the pregame, there was some joking back and forth between the two teams. As the game went on, there were no jokes. These guys really wanted to beat each other, beat them up, beat each other up, which they did a really good job, I thought. It was a clean game, but it was very physical, very hard, lots of hard tackling. I think Monday is going to even go to the next level. I mean, these guys are going to play probably 3 more times before all is said and done. So, I mean, we ain't seen nothing yet.
Yeah, exactly. And it wasn't interesting, the situation with the goalkeeper, Gillespie, when he got knocked in the head by Long, that kind of got Massaponax going back, got them fired up again.
It really did, but it also kept the keeper focused and in the game because he came out and stoned 3 more shots after that. And, it's like I told Matt, I said, look, if Pickering doesn't get that second assist, you're going to be the one standing here getting 2 tickets from Randy Deering going to Old Country Buffet because he and Zach Shaw played a whale of a game. And also DeStackelberg, really, when they moved him down and put him on Hinkle the Younger.
Exactly. So 2-0 is the final. It forces a special playoff game to determine the regular season champs. My thanks, as always, to Mr. Mark Bushman, Matt Galligan, and, of course, our entire Delphia 3 sports crew. And we hope you have yourself a great night. Once again, Massaponax 2 goals in the second half as they win it. 2-0 is our final. Thanks for watching, everybody.